you got the dude here with American Metal Magazine, and we have today a real treat. This band is from Sweden, and it's Styren. Is that right? Am I saying that right, man?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, Skyrim. That's what I thought. I had a chance to check out your latest video, and man, I was just blown away, dude. I just thought that was great.
Yeah,
The coming in light and then really pouring it on, man. I just think that's beautiful. Good job on
yeah,
that
yeah. Thank
right
you,
up
thank
front.
you.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the scene, man. That's what I'm really interested in. What's it like over there right now in the metal world?
In Sweden, well, it's for us. It's quite busy days. We have a bunch of shows coming up and doing some festivals in the region, and yeah, uh, yeah, it's busy
Is
days.
yeah,
Yeah,
cool. So do you guys play out? Is there a spot that you guys play out a lot? Or are you touring around the area? How does that work up there, man? Do you have clubs that you go to?
yeah. We have clubs and venues in the region, and like a lot of festivals, medium sized and small festivals, and also some great huge festivals. But we play anywhere there's a socket. We can plug in the
Yeah.
electricity, so we play there. It's no problem. Yeah,
Right. And it's like
yeah,
220 volts over there too, or something. This I think the current's different, but that's great, man. So you guys really hit, sounds like more festivals and medium to larger size venues. And so that's a great party, man. How are the fans there, man? And how was that? How were you being accepted generally in the genre of music right now? How was that growing for you over there?
uh,
Like, does the is are the fans really into more rock and roll in the area? Is that growing, the fan base, that type of music?
uh,
Well, I
mm,
think maybe I can take this one. So, I mean, in Gothenburg, the metal scene has always been kind of big, and it's been like a place for this type of music. And also now with the new with the video that we released, the price. Um, at least I've got a lot of really great feedback on it, and people seem to
Yeah,
love that kind of music. So
sure.
I think this is gonna work.
Yeah, I agree with that. So that's good. I just hear that there's a really big metal scene in the UK, and I guess that's what I'm kind of getting to is that's pretty happening over there, from what I understand. Have you seen that? Have you seen some larger metal rock and roll festivals going on?
yeah. We have in Sweden every year we have a bunch of massive hard rock and metal festivals. The biggest one is Sweden Rock Festival, and we have all the big names coming over here every year. Like last we have like Motley Crue and Def Leppard and
Yeah,
Kiss and Iron
nice.
Maiden, all those big huge names.
Yeah,
So every year, and there are some more festivals over here going on in the northern part of Europe. So and also the scene for like the more aggressive and heavier sound of metal is huge here, like
yeah.
black and death and doom and such. There are plenty of small festivals that only have death metal on the bill.
Oh,
uh,
yeah. See, that's what
yeah,
I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a little
yeah,
heavier in some of the scenes.
yeah, it is. Yes,
Yeah,
so
man.
we're not into that scene. We play
Yeah.
like for like a traditional
Yes.
heavy metal or something like
Yeah,
that.
well,
But
I think, yeah, you're not full on death metal, but what you guys are doing is really what I really enjoy. It's a mix really where you got a difference of composition coming in and then hitting into something that really is pretty heavy. You guys
Yeah,
rock, man. You
yeah,
really do. You kill it. Don't be, if you're listening to this and you check them out, you're like, "Well, man, these guys do really kill it." So
yeah.
tell me a little bit about the band, man. How long is the band been? When was the original foundation of the band started? When did you start?
Do you want to do this?
Yeah, that's a Magnus question for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Well, actually, I went to the local studio a year and a half ago and started recording some old songs that I had, and just for fun, and it came out far better than I
Right.
expected. So
Yeah.
and people around me started to go like, you should form a band and go touring
Yeah.
and stuff, and okay, so a little more than a year later, and here we are with this awesome group of people playing these songs, and yeah, we're on to something for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you definitely are onto something.
yeah,
The composition, I can't even really describe it other than this is a professional band that you guys have right here. The
yeah, sure.
sound is polished. It's very moving, really, man. The video was just fantastic, man. I
Yeah,
just I really got swept away in it and thought that not only is the music great, but the production level of the video I thought was really good, telling the story and making you see that. So Magnus, you do most of the lyric writing. So you had some songs that you had. So obviously
yeah.
you're doing a lot of the lyrics. Does the band contribute a little bit to that effort in the actual
Uh,
writing?
uh, on this album, it's mostly my songs, but in the future we are coming up with a new album, uh, hopefully in a year, I think, and we're gonna put all our parts
All
together.
of yeah, I've tried to get more right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that yeah.
I know
The,
those two guitar players you see in front of you. They have a lot of really good riffs in their up the sleeve and things going on. So we're going to take it from
uh-huh.
there. Right now, we will tour and play songs from the album, and we're gonna put in some new songs later on this year.
Awesome.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, just to like promote a new album, because we are already in in that creative phase. We're talking about next album before the first one got out. So yeah, we have a
Well,
lot of
that's
good.
forward thinking, man. That's good, Magnus. You got to do that, man.
Yeah,
You gotta be looking way down the road these days.
yeah.
So good job on that. So how does that work and what you guys have done in the album in terms of the musical composition? How did you get to that, man? That really amazes me how you're able to blend like the piano parts coming in and then it's metal. How do you achieve that? Is that something that you go in and have the band just start jamming and then put the words in, or is it already pre-designed?
Um, no, on this album, it's pretty much a bunch of ideas I had for. I'm not a guitar player by any means, but I can do some
Uh-huh.
riffs and some
Yeah.
chords, and I show it to someone who really can play guitar or piano, and they play it like it should be played.
Yes.
Uh, I sometimes I just have an idea for some guitar parts, and show it to the guitar players, and they take it from there. So
Yeah.
and also I co-wrote a lot of songs with the producer of the album, Liam Espinosa. He's a talented musician, so he
Ah.
helped a lot with instruments and stuff. So
Gotcha, gotcha. That makes sense. It sounds like you do a lot of the writing with the piano, and then you get the guys come in and they lend their expertise to it. And it seems like that
Yeah,
at least
it's
would you kind of like that? Yeah.
in some way. I don't play piano very good either, but I press some keys and just I have a bunch of favorite notes.
I see.
Many of the keys or the notes in the songs uh, come again. Like a theme
Yes.
in the songs. So
Yes.
so I have my range in the vocals, so I
Yeah.
like to stay within that range
I
and
gotcha.
take it from
Sure.
there. So I just press some keys and I find like a melody on that. But
Uh,
I'm not a guitar player. I'm not a pianist
yeah.
in any ways. But I can
Well,
press the key and I can do some riffs. So and I show it to people who really can play.
well, whatever you're doing, it's working, man.
Yeah.
I guess we all get to it differently. How has that been for you guys, Tony and Nicholas? How's it been in the band working with this guy? Is it been a challenge to get to where he's going, or does it just seem to fall into play?
Tony, maybe you go first.
Yeah, well, I think I haven't been in the band so long. I'm a fairly new member, so
Yeah.
uh, so it's still in the process of we're getting to know each other and
Yeah. Right.
musical wise,
Hmm.
fitting everything together.
Yeah.
So, but I think we're making way with the chemistry for sure.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. Some songs are quite
Hmm.
difficult to play,
Sure,
I
right.
would say.
Yeah, I mean, because it is, it's work, and people that have to realize, to do this, you have to put in the work, and it is always a challenge, and especially a newer band. And I just like to find out, I guess, a lot about how that process works, man, the writing. And I think that's really interesting because a lot of people come to it a lot of different ways. But when it works, it's really neat to see why and how, and that's what we're talking about. So, what are some of those early influences for you guys? I mean, what started you down the road of playing music? Was it that your family was music in it, or was it a particular artist that you really liked that got you on the path? How did you get here?
Well, for me, it was. I think it was Guns N' Roses and Metallica.
Yeah, right.
Around the Black album and Use Your Illusions too. I think that's when I
Yeah.
started to listening to guitar music, and I got this acoustic guitar and played Nothing Else Matters on it, and oh, this is so fun. And
Right.
yeah, and then Enter Sandman and stuff like that, and then after that I got my electric guitar, and then it exploded for me. It was like,
Yeah,
this is so super fun. I want to learn everything.
that's
And
awesome.
yeah, and when I was a little older, I got into to Steve Morse and listened to a lot of his music, it's a great way of learning guitar, but it's really hard because he
Yes.
does these insane things on his guitar, like the song "Too Many Notes." It's how do you play that?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's so insane because I remember I spent like tons of hours trying to learn it, and then
Uh,
at one point, yes, I nailed it. I nailed it. Now I don't know this
yes.
song, so I didn't play it for a year. And I went back and thought, oh, I'm gonna play this song, and I was like, I don't remember anything of it.
Yeah, I know, man. I know that feeling. You just want to, man,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
worked so hard for it and now it's gone.
yeah,
You
yeah,
just have to,
yeah.
you have to stay in muscle memory. And I think that's a struggle too. And even what you guys are playing now, do you rehearse a lot? How many times a week do you guys get together right now?
Well, in this time period, we've been practicing like maybe 2 times per week.
Yeah, that's what it takes, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just because we have a lot of shows now that we
Mhm.
need to perform. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
But
right.
I would guess we would maybe rehearse once per week in a regular
Yeah.
uh, yeah setting just to keep everything up.
How did those early influences really affect your playing? Do you feel like uh some of that is there, or have you really tried to bust out and just do your own thing? How does that work for you, man, as guitarist?
Well, for me, it's a mix of the early influences like Steve Morse or maybe some Eric Johnson stuff that I do.
Mhm.
But I also mix that with both the Gothenburg sound and more modern type of music. So it's in my head, it's a mix of everything.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. That's what you have to be, well-rounded ultimately. Yeah. So Magnus, let's hear, what were your influences, man? Let's switch back to Magnus real quick, and just what were those early influences for you, man? Uh, what started you down
Yeah,
the road?
I was like 9 years old when a friend's dad introduced me to Iron Maiden and the Number
Yeah.
of the Beast. Yeah, the Number of
Yeah.
the Beast album was the first album I bought. I sold newspapers as a kid to afford buying records, and
See,
the
right.
first one I bought was that one, Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, and the second one was Holy Diver
Yeah,
with
man.
Dio. Yeah, and
Mhm.
that kind of shaped me and formed
Yeah.
me, and had a huge impact. So
Mhm.
now I was like maybe 13 or something. I went to my first concert with Iron Maiden. It was the uh, Caught Somewhere in Time tour, if you remember
Uh-huh.
that one.
Yeah.
And there on that tour, Wasp was the support act,
Oh,
opening act for
yeah.
that tour. Yeah, so I discovered Wasp, and that was a huge impact on me as well. So um, yeah, it just took off from there. I realized when I was like 13, 14 that I wanted to do this myself, be in a
Mhm.
band and perform and write music and stuff. I started out as a drummer, but I wasn't any good at it. And also uh, I couldn't have a drum kit in my room. My dad wouldn't allow it because we lived in a quite small house. It was
Yeah.
not enough space, so and it was like uh, I don't know if you know the townhouses when the it's in
Yes,
a
that
row,
they're stacked right
so the
next to each other,
neighbors would
right?
be crazy. Yeah, the neighbors would be crazy, and I joined my first band when I was in high school, and tried to do the drumming, but the guitar player that I played with at the time said, maybe you should try singing instead because you're a lunatic and you're crazy enough to front the band. So give it a go. And yeah, and I discovered I have a quite strong voice and resilience in my voice.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, it went from there. Yeah.
Yeah, the vocals are amazing, man. I
Oh,
just got
thank
to
you. Thank
say
you.
that your range is incredible, and it just comes through, man, in a way that sets you apart, man. And I guess you got some co-support vocalists, at least in the video that I saw as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, mixing in other vocalists as well seems to also add to what you have.
Yeah. Yes. It's an old
Yeah,
friend of mine. She's doing like a duet thing with me on that song. That song
yeah,
is written as a duet, and that was an old dream or idea that I wanted to do a duet with a female vocalist, and like it's like a conversation between two people, I guess.
oh,
So
okay,
so
right,
yeah. So
yeah.
yeah, like an
That's
argument
genius.
almost.
Yeah, Nicholas, did we hear from you yet? What were your influences, man? I don't know if we touched on that.
Oh, am I?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's Tony.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
His,
know.
his
Well,
influence, right?
the label's backwards, man. So sorry
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the other way
So yeah,
around.
the
I'm
Tony.
Nick.
What? Yeah.
I think
Tony, what's?
um, well, well, I've been according to my parents, I was making a lot of noise with like musical toys when I was a child. I started playing music when I think I started playing guitar when I was 13 or 14.
Yeah, that's pretty early.
And,
Yeah.
and I basically, we before we knew any instruments, me and some school friends we just created a band, and then we learned as we went along.
Yeah.
But that was mostly punk rock music. And when I really started to try to learn guitar, I got myself my most prized possession. It was like a massive tablature book of the 5 first Metallica albums.
Oh
So,
wow, man!
I
Right,
was like,
committed
I
to
was
memory. Right? Yeah.
I knew every Metallica song back then.
That's awesome. You know, man, that is one thing I think that anybody that I've talked to, Metallica just continues to come up. Incredible band. They, for me too, huge influence. Who couldn't be influenced by that? You know,
Yeah.
and that's just it. So let me ask you guys this then, man. If everything worked out perfectly, if everything went just great, where do you find yourself? What do you want to do with rock and roll, man, for you? Where do you see tour? Is it in the album, you know, or is there something specific you're trying to get to as a band? What would be the ultimate dream scenario for you guys?
World tour?
Yeah. World tour. Yeah, I would say that.
That would be fun.
Yeah, a really, really big tour. That would be so awesome. And actually, you know, if everything worked out, I mean, just time to focus on the music and play the music
Right
and
on.
create new music
Yeah.
and write music and just record
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that would be so awesome. Just to get that freedom. Because,
Yes.
I mean, right now we actually have to, you know, work on a day with something that's not music.
Right. I totally get that, man. You know, and that's I guess that's why I started the magazine as well, man. I just want to focus on this, you know, the rest of
Yeah.
my days, man, and write music and talk with great bands like you, and being in the scene. And it's been fantastic. We've had a great time. By the way, if you're listening out there, make sure that you visit www.americanmetalmagazine.com for all the latest updates for all of these bands. And you can find links and social media posts and things like that, and find out more about these guys, because I'm telling you, there's going to be some music I think that goes along with this particular podcast, and you're going to hear it. They're incredible. So let me ask you then, fellas, what is the thing that you think that you need the most? What is it? I know money, man, we all could use money, but not just that, man. You know, what are some of the struggles that you have to overcome? What is it that you think you need the most right now?
Um, uh, it's
It's
not
a
so
hard
much
one.
we need.
Yeah, I
It's not
know.
so
Where
much
do you
we
pick
need.
from? Right. Yeah.
We are pretty. We are pretty good. But there are things we want,
Okay.
and desire, and you know, the record label, they really want us to come over to Florida next year and do some shows.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, and it may be difficulties, you know. It
Yeah.
costs a lot of
Mhm.
money to travel
Sure.
from
Right.
Scandinavia to Florida, and
Right.
work permits and visa and all that
Mhm.
sort of stuff, and the political environment, or so to speak,
Yes. Right.
is quite difficult
Hard.
at the moment.
Mhm.
So what we need is someone to arrange this for us and make it happen,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And we really love to come and do those shows in Florida
Yeah.
and other places. It seems like we have plenty of fans over there in
Yeah.
Florida.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'd love to come to do that boat trip, you know, around the Bermuda Triangle. You have, I don't know, yeah, they're talking about that, and also that bike week in Daytona Beach.
Yep.
I think in February. So the record label they would really love us to come, but hopefully we can make it happen. So yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
That's good. You know, so that I get that, you know, it's a bigger picture. You know, there's a lot of things involved here. You know, there's travel visas, time away from family. It's a big sacrifice, man, to do something like that, you know. But on the other hand, boys, I just got to tell you, come to the US of A with your sound. Okay.
We will do our best.
You know, and if you're listening out there and you think you can help these guys, help them. You know, support our magazine, that helps too. We help things like this. But help these guys, you know, buy some of their albums, buy the music. You know, they've got a new album coming up. Let's rally behind this band. They're worthy of support. Yeah, definitely. You guys are incredible, you know. So is there anybody you'd like to shout out to, man, as we start to wrap things up, man? Who's really helped you in this journey, man? Do you have anybody in mind that you'd like to thank?
There's a guy in LA. His name is Kevin Wilking. He worked as a DJ at a rock and roll, hard rock metal radio station in LA. He discovered one of the songs and started to play it on his show, and as you say, the rest is history. So a couple of days after he aired that song, I tried. My inbox kind of exploded, you know.
Right on. I bet
so many mails and messages from the US and a lot of streams and plays. So just a couple of weeks later, I had like a report from someone over there, and it showed up that over 80 radio stations had played that song. In a couple of days. So it was quite awesome. So I would say thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin, for bringing us up there.
Yeah, man, because every good thing has a start, and that sounds like that was kind of like the first start off for you guys. Well, I think you're well on your way, in my opinion. I think it's only a matter of time for you guys, man. And I'm in Florida. I don't know if I'm close to Daytona. I'm in Orlando. But
you live in Florida?
Yeah, I'm in Florida boy. Of course, I lived everywhere. You know, when I was a younger man.
You know, I'm very much into this alligator thing. You have such incredible wildlife in Florida. I would love to come and see some gators and snakes and stuff. I love that. I love
man,
that.
Buddy, you get down here. We'll take an airboat ride, and we'll go check out some gators and all the snakes you want to see, man.
I'm a bit scared, you know, but I want to see it. Yeah. And also, I saw a documentary on TV. We have a lot of American TV shows on Swedish television. There was like a documentary about a couple of guys in Everglades. They were searching for something called skunk ape. What the fuck is that?
That's
skunk
Bigfoot.
I never heard of it. What is
that? You know, this ain't no lie, man. I saw what I thought was Bigfoot when I was young in the Everglades, man, traveling through it with my family.
Really?
So I'm going to say I saw something. It was in the woods. It didn't look right. It wasn't a bear. I don't know what the hell it was. It smelled bad. I remember that.
Yeah.
You know, we were traveling. Okay. Yeah, we were traveling, and it was just like a skunk, you know. And my mom was like, "Look over there," and I turned, and I just kind of saw something big run off off the side of the road. You know, we slowed down. It was an odor, and it was weird, man. You know, I mean, I hope people don't think I'm crazy now, but well, maybe I am crazy, man. But no. I think there is something going on down there, man, especially in the Everglades.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we can bring some Swedish salty licorice and lure it out.
Man, I
maybe
think that's a
can,
great idea,
Yes.
man. I think
Yes.
that's going to work.
yeah.
Oh, we got to do this. Oh, so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, I got to
We
cut this,
can
man. I
bring
can talk
a
to you guys.
we can bring a
Do it.
we can bring a can of surströmming, you know, the fermented herring. It smells like 100 skunks.
Well, that might just draw it right in there, man. You may have the right bait. You know, I don't think anybody
Yeah.
from Sweden's been looking for skunk ape, so that's probably a good plan. I think you guys can pull it off.
It sounds great. You can be like a guide in the Everglades then.
Yeah, I would love it, man. You guys could, you know, if it doesn't work out with the band, you could just start an Everglades tour down here. I would definitely go out with you guys, man. Yeah, we'll start it up.
Yeah, sure.
But hey, listen, man, you guys are incredible. What a band. Thanks for taking time and visiting with us today. And I just look forward to the new album release. And when is that set for, by the way? When's kind of, I guess,
June 27th.
June 27th. So everybody out there, be listening in for that. Check out what they have online right now. Again, support this band. You can find links about the band at www.americanmetalmagazine.com and subscribe and tell your friends about these guys and support local music. So thanks a lot, guys. Again, thanks for being on the show. At the end, I always ask everybody, say, go AMM. So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go AMM.
Go AMM.
Rock and roll. Thanks a lot. You've been listening to American Metal Magazine.